Hello. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about playing swing pattern on drum set with brushes. It's very similar to playing with sticks on ride cymbal, but we're just basically going to incorporate everything onto the snare drum. So to start, talk about the brush I'm using. There's tons of different makes and models, and it's really up to you as a drummer to find which one fits your playing style best. Today I'm using Vic Firth Heritage brush. It's the one with the purple handle. Has a nice light gauge to the wires, and it gives a nice soft sound and texture when playing jazz. Like I said, there's tons of different kinds, and it's up to you to find out which one works best for you. So, we're just playing everything on the snare drum. That's why I just have the snare drum and hi-hats here. That's all we need for today's lesson. We're going to start with the right hand. Like I said, it's very similar to the ride cymbal. It's actually the same rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. But we're just going to play it on the snare drum. So we're going to start with beat 1 on the right side of the snare drum and move over with 2 and 4 on the left side. 2 and 4, as always, are accented. Then every other beat is we're just going to be ghosting on the right side of the drum, just really light beats. And the stick can, the brush can almost bounce when we're playing it. So it's going to look a little bit like this: 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So you notice that when I play end of 2 and 3 and end of 4 and 1, it's just a bounce, light bounce. And then beats 2 and 4 are an accented sort of swipe across the drum on the left side. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Now the left hand, I'm going to play traditional grip. You can play matched, and that's perfectly okay. Once again, it's up to you, but I'm just going to play traditional because I find it best to get a nice accented swipe across the drum. So with the left hand, we're going to be playing quarter notes, and the brush is always keeping contact with the snare drum to make a constant sound. A lot of people call this stirring the pot or stirring the soup, and you'll be able to notice that my left arm moves around in a circle, similar to if you were stirring a pot. So we're going to start with the stick on the left side of the drum on beat 1. And beats 2 and 4, we're going to be moving from left to right, and of course accented, so that's going to be a fast swipe. And then beats 1 and 3 are a slow swipe, slow, soft, across from right to left. So, starting on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the basic left hand pattern, just playing quarter notes, swiping across the drum. To add the two of them together, we start with open, with our hands open, and then they're crossing. So you'll notice that the brushes never are touching or playing on the same side of the drum at the same time. That's going to avoid a lot of confusion and potential hits between the two brushes. So starting open, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you'll notice that in the left hand, beats 2 and 4 are a little bit faster movement than 1 and 3. And in the right hand, 2 and 4 accented, going across the drum, and all the other beats are just ghosted with a little bounce. You can add the hi-hat on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That just helps to get the feel down and that accent on 2 and 4, as we usually see in all jazz music. So that's a basic swing pattern at a medium tempo on the snare drum for now with just brushes. Just to mention, playing with brushes is a completely different technique than playing with sticks. With sticks, usually when you hit a drum, whether it be snare drum or either tom, you're basically hitting the drum straight on the head, whether it be in the middle or the edge. But with the brush, it's more of a swipe across, like I said, with the right hand on 2 and 4. And that's just going to give more of a characteristic brush sound, and it's going to give a little bit better of a tone from the drum and from the brush. So yeah, that's the basic swing pattern with brushes on the snare drum.